Gardening is very personal to me. If someone said, "What is your passion?" it probably would be gardening. It's the only place where I feel stress-free and that nothing else matters in the world. The best thing about gardening is it's okay to make mistakes, and then when you do have the success, it just feels even better. I did plan this garden. In the winter I sat down and I made a little plan on my notepad. I drew out where I wanted everything to go, from the sunflowers to the pumpkins to a new vegetable patch with teepees, and I made it happen. Me and my family achieved this in 2 summers, so I'm really excited to see what this garden looks like in another 2 summers or 5 years down the line, 10 years. I can't wait to see it transform. My garden isn't well kept and it will never be, but that's what I like about my garden. It brings a lot of wildlife. If you're going to have a garden that's well kept, you're not going to bring wildlife to your back door. And another thing that I love is animals, so I welcome them. My garden is around 1/4 of an acre, so there's a lot of space to fill. And I've lived in this house for about 10 years, and for about 8 of those years the garden was just a jungle. We couldn't get control of the weeds, so my dad made a plan to knock down the whole of the garden. We had workmen come round and they just got rid of the whole thing until it was dirt, and then me and my dad landscaped and we rebuilt the garden. So everything is built by me, my dad and Niall, my partner. We do a lot of the things ourselves, so it's not your usual garden. It doesn't look well kept, but it's special to us because we put so much time and effort into it, and that's why I want to share with others that just because your garden doesn't look perfect, it doesn't mean it's not a nice garden. I am a laid-back gardener, but if you put too much pressure on yourself, you won't enjoy the outcome, and sometimes you've got to look at the flowers through the weeds. Before gardening, you rely so much on your phone to tell you the time, the weather, but when you start gardening, you begin to understand the seasons better, the first frost date and the last frost date, when the sun's higher and lower, and where to position your plants so that they get full sun or if they need shade. A lot of people get asked what makes them happy and what the meaning of happiness is. For me, this is my happiness.